Alright, guys, we're back for round five's review of the 2022 Supercoach season. So far, this is the worst round of the year. I think for a lot of people, honestly. There was a lot going into the round, and it kind of just got worse as the round kept going on. 2096 as the final score, just not good. Um, I guess there were a couple of injuries that played into it, but I think even with the full team, this week it was always going to be a bad week. Dropped 8,000 in rank, almost 8,500. Yeah, just not good. Just not a good week. And it's shown that there's a lot I have to do to fix this team. And god damn, is it going to be hard. Trade boost likely this week. I've got 5 issues with 3 trades to fix it. And it's going to be tough. I've already had a look at some trades and I don't know what to do. It's a very tough week. Let's get into it though. Crisp was good. He had, I think, 10 clearances or something like that. 10 something. I don't know, one of the centre bounce stats. Yeah, he's doing good. I think he'll be in the realm of D3 to D5, anywhere in there. It depends on his consistency, to be honest. Short put up a stinker, but this week he's back at the MCG against Melbourne, so should bounce back. I don't think this is a trade. I think people have been trading him. I do not see this. There's already been so many problems with defense, these two in specific, but yeah, don't trade players that you know are going to do fine. So, okay, what's his break even? 148. So what? He could score 130 this week, and then he only drops, 10k? No point in doing it, in my opinion. Hewitt's D1 right now, on average. I think he is the highest averaging defender. I can have a look at that, but I'm pretty sure he is the highest averaging defender. And then we get... and thank God Hewitt's worked out, because these other picks just haven't. Hall... maybe... Man, there was a risk in trading him in, and I just got too caught up in last year to, I guess, pay adequate attention to it. So it kind of bit me in the behind, so that sucks. Ridley, all the signs were there for a good year, but I guess I should have paid more attention to the preseason games. Rao, I forgot that Stewie Doo is just a really, really bad coach and not great at developing players. So, yeah, maybe Rao was a bad pick, knowing that. And then forward line, I've actually got pretty fine. I haven't really had too many issues in the forward line. I guess Grundy's one, but what was he? He was as soon as Darcy was out round 1, everyone jumped on Grundy and Gorn as the starting team. So yeah, this one I don't really care too much about. The ruck line's the ruck line; it doesn't matter. Yeah, Hall's injury, man. That's so painful because he's good, and that's why I brought him in. Whitfield for Hall, you'd think is a good move, but damn, that sucks. He is most 100% a must trade. I guess in the worst case scenario, maybe you've got, I don't know, other guys that need to be traded out. You could hold him for a week because he's not going to lose any cash, and just field a Hinge or a Gibcus if you don't really care about rank. But yeah, that sucks, dude. Another Hall Hammy. Damn. Ridley, no injury, just bad. This one is so infuriating because the whole preseason motto put out was, all right, we've got extra defenders in. Ridley's no longer playing lockdown, which, I mean, he's not really. He's just not getting much scoring, I guess. What did he have? He had 17 touches on the weekend. Actually, I think that's a bit higher, maybe closer to 14. A lot of kick-ins, couple of intercepts. It's usually that's a that's 100 for him, but not anymore, apparently. I think it's just a matter of they're not contested enough. I don't know, I have to look at the stats and see like what's happened here. I think it's his intercepts have dropped off. They're not to the level they were before. Just Essendon's not as good. This year Essendon's really bad. We'll see after Anzac Day. I can't trade him this week. Here's like the 5 issues: Hall, Ridley, Rowell, the shit rookies, the Hawthorn ones, Grundy. Need an extra premium somewhere because I'm dropping points. I'm constantly like 100 points down from other people who just have an extra premium, and it's because, well, I think it's because I traded Berry. I traded Berry too early. I think if I kept him, got a couple of price rises, I could have gone to someone. So yeah, Brody. Brody's actually huge. Like Brody is a premium right now. That's insane for someone that was a mid-price. Oh, actually, it was even under that. It was like cheaper than all these dudes. So that sucks missing him because he's a premium right now. I just haven't been able to get him in, without like gutting the team. So yeah, these two are an issue. De Koning, he does what he needs. I didn't have anyone else playing. The midfield, McRae saving me from a under 2,000 score. Neil was good. Took is just, his work rate is still the same level, which is why this is really like a no doubt pick. Like, don't even, if you were to trade him, what's his break even? It's like 180 or something, isn't it? Was 180, I think. This is not a trade out. His work rate's like one of the best in the AFL, so it's going to fix itself. It's with Gold Coast aren't good. Once it gets to the mid-year, people start to get tired and Took outworks them. It'll fix up. Rail though, this one is shit. It sucks here because Stewie Doo's playing him as like this tagger, not tagger, defensive mid. It's like, it's just he's not playing a role that's good because he's not spreading from the ball, from stoppages. He's just not getting into positions where he can be attacking. So I think it's because he's staying close to his man because that's like orders he's got. But damn, this sucks. If this keeps up, he could drop heaps of money because this role is bad. It's not a Supercoach friendly role. It's what kept like Steele from being a premium for so long. He was actually like an actual tagger. So hopefully they're not trying to turn Rail into that because that's gonna suck because he can't do it. Like, it's not in his repertoire of stuff that he does, tagging, and he's not hard tagging. He's more following his man. But by definition, I guess that's tagging because you're like paying more attention to your man than the ball. So yeah, this sucks. Probably a trade because his break even is 103. That is hittable for a playing the correct position, Rao, because if you look at it, he had 2 120s in the preseason, came out 150 round 1. If you look at his rookie season, a couple of 150s in there. Yeah, 157 round 1. 71 was first Melbourne. That's yeah. I think Melbourne players had like 2 guys 150, so there was no points there. And this is where the tagging started against Melbourne, and it wasn't any good. I saw it there, and I didn't like it. GWS, I guess GWS just suck. He's got 170s in him. He's got 150s in him. This is just not the role he should be playing. And until then, I think you do have to trade him out. So he'll drop, and maybe later in the season, if he gets the proper rollback, maybe Stewie Doo gets fired. He should. He's had long enough with that team. Maybe you bring him back in, and he just makes money, like as D8 or on the bench, M8 or on the bench. Yeah, Dacos is going in defense. Horn Francis, he's tradable this week. I wouldn't recommend it, but he is tradable. You can do this, and it's not it's not like the worst move ever. 51 is hittable. His average is 70. Let's just say 75. So 51 isn't too bad. It's just a matter of who's he play. Geelong give up 79 to mids on average, and that's including like wings that score 30. So he's got a couple of good scores in here. Like 98 you take, 93 you take, even 75 you take, honestly. North got smashed everywhere on Good Friday, so maybe that game is just something that you can't count. Geelong's not amazing for him, because I swear if Mark O'Connor goes to tag him, then man, if I see Chris Scott in the street, I might be going to jail. Carlton's not bad. Carlton don't really have anyone that could tag or apply heavy defensive pressure. Freo Port sucks. Melbourne's not great. Yeah, maybe this schedule's not good. I'd look more for trading him next week, because one of two things can happen. He either hits his break even and goes up, and it kind of resets a little bit. I mean, this 39 is going to be in his average for a minute, or he misses it and he drops like 5k. If 5k is the difference between you getting a premium for him or having to sideways to another rookie, maybe trade him now. But yeah, I don't think this is like a must trade, but I don't think it's a bad trade. Rochelle, never allowed to field a good score from him. If there was a stat for like the amount of points I've benched from Rochelle versus the points I've fielded, it has to be like a 70-point difference, almost. That's insane. I guess it's a small forward. He really shouldn't ever be on field, and I could have got him off. I just wasn't, looking at the game. I could have done this and then put Martin or I guess Hayes, but Hayes was, I don't know if I wanted to field him or not. So yeah, Rochelle, just don't field him. Forehead. O'Driscoll was good. Should keep his spot. He's played good in all the 3 or 4 games he's played now. I think it's 4. But he played 1 as a sub, so I don't know if I really want to count that. He's just been good. Fife is still to come back, but I think that's mid-season. So his spot is... it's fine for now. The Hawthorn rookies, Ward's played his best game so far, and I still think it wasn't that good. I think he should just go to the VFL. Like, dominate the VFL for a minute, then come back. It will be way better for him and for Hawthorn. You just do that. I'm putting him in right now. He's not efficient with the ball. His decision making's not good. He can get pushed off the ball because he hasn't got a frame big enough for AFL. The skills are not there. Yeah. But he'd dominate the VFL. He's definitely got the VFL type of body. McDonald, he kind of just does things that, I mean, it's not a high Supercoach score. He's not that type of guy. He's a small forward. That's just not, he's not Rochelle level. 31 break even. He could miss that this week, so I don't know. I'm looking at trading him in one of the trade plans. If not, he goes next week. The Rucks, Grundy was just terrible last week. Just bad. Got iced out of everything. Wasn't getting his tap outs to advantage. Which, I mean, apparently McInerney's just that guy. Yeah. It led to Fox Footy saying Grundy's not a top 10 ruck, which is just ludicrous. Yeah, that's so stupid. They get mad at people booing, washed up veterans, and then they go and say someone that's not that far off his prime. His prime was only like 2 years ago, saying he's not top 10. Wits is fine. Could have been higher. Just the way the game played, he kind of didn't get as many touches as you'd want, and kept his score down. Hayes, in hindsight, should have fielded him, but we'll see, because I think Ryder's back this week, isn't he? Or is it next week? I think it's next week, actually. Maybe I'll field him this week. We'll see. The forwards is like the saving grace so far. Dunkley, Ton, that's good. Heaney, get these fourth quarters from Heaney are like the best thing going in the AFL. He just manages to get these late marks, late goals. It's fun to watch. Butters 130. There's no way people. There was 8,000 people trading him out. There's no way. Like, I wasn't like sold on him because like the injury risk and how he plays, but there's no way I was trading him out. Who are you trading him to? I guess Brody, but yeah, there's no way people were doing that. Cornelio 97. That's 96. That's fine. 97 average. Yeah, Leon Cameron's still not great, and it's what's hampering this pick a fair bit. Even at the price, brought him in at like 290k. He's made 200k almost, so this is fine. I guess Brody was the better pick, but you could have had both. So, and the people that did have both are higher ranked, so it is what it is. Sherry, Tund, that's fine. Like 80 plus is fine with him. And Naish has been like a godsend, honestly. Like, I took a punt on this guy, but he's actually shown up. He's been pretty good. His first half was a lot better than his second, but West Coast got smashed. But he had something like 20 touches, so I'll take that. Naish is actually fun to watch. In terms of like West Coast supporter, he's fun to watch. I think they should keep him around for a couple of years. Try to get him to build more into a inside mid role that can go outside instead of just purely outside. I think it would be better, and stop playing all these old guys that get injured 5 minutes into the game. Please, dude, Shuey, retire. It's about time. Darling, and how has Darling had his career this long and he can't take a mark? That's insane. Martin 76. That's the first half he was really like everywhere. He had 2 goals, couple of touches, really involved, and the second half just wasn't there. But the second half is where like Essendon fell off, so I guess it's a team effort. And then Hugh Dixon was a bit disappointing. I thought he'd do better. I thought he'd get into the 75 range. Just wasn't there. So trades, as you can see, the trade boost is active because it has to be, and it sucks that it is. I want to keep some of these. But Hall's a must trade. Oh, wrong button. Hall's a must trade. So he's got to go, no matter what. Raul is someone that I'd like to trade, and then move Dacos into defense. And then Bruce is just so much value right now that you've got to get him in. So right now, say I didn't want to use a trade boost. I've got this like idea. I have to do with this. What is it? It's like that. That. There we go. And then I pretty much have free reign over any midfield premium I want. So let's just say, for the matter of it, I get Petrarca because I actually do want Petrarca in. It gives me 213 in the bank. Hopefully that goes towards a Horn Francis to Oliver move next week. This isn't too bad. It's just, I guess I'll do that because I don't want Naish on field anymore. I don't want Martin on field anymore. I don't want Rochelle on field anymore, I mean. It's just, I could get rid of McDonald for, what's his name? Roses, which cash gen is becoming a bit of a problem with these rookies here not playing, having a loop in the midfield. Gibcus and Hinge missing, and Hinge having a bad score now and he's rolling average. Cash gen is getting to be a little bit of an issue, so I don't need to use a third trade, but I'm looking at going McDonald out to put Rochelle back. Any day now. To Roses. Rose is averaging 70, but he's a small forward, so that really means nothing. 266 in the bank, which is better. Is that extra 50k worth a trade? Plus, Rose is going to make money. His average is pretty good. What's his break even? Negative 71. Yeah, maybe I'll do this. This sounds like the right thing to do. I'm still probably ahead on a lot of people in terms of trades. because I had 30 going into the round. A couple of people only had like 26 going into the round, which that's just insane. But yeah, it sucks, dude, because now the defense is iffy. Because I don't like Ridley playing two guys that could put up bad scores, because I'd field Hinge over to Koning. Actually, against North, can I loop? No. I guess if Gibkiss misses, I can loop them. But I don't think he will, so... I don't know. Maybe I'll go to Koning, actually, because Hinge is going to get all of his points taken. This midfield is just bare bones. I'm missing Brody. Brody could be here, he could be here. Yeah, it's tough not having Brody. I can't splurge out for him like now, trading someone to go get him, because he's 400k and he's going to go up to 500, but you can't really bring in guys like that. So yeah, anyway, that's about it for this week. It sucked. Hopefully next week's better. The games look a bit better as well. Hopefully not as many blowouts. But yeah, until next time, tasty out.